Did you know that a small change each day, even just 1%, can completely turn your life around? 1% may sound small, but when you understand the law of compounding, you'll realize it's not a minor change, it's the beginning of a revolution. Jim Rohn, the master of motivation, once said, "Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day." Success is not something lofty, it's the result of simple disciplines, practiced daily. Imagine this. If you improve just 1% each day, after 1 year, you'll be nearly 38 times better than you are today. Conversely, if you let yourself slip by 1% each day, you'll lose up to 97% of your potential in just 12 months. This is no longer theory, this is mathematics. You might ask, how can I change 1% each day in reality? I live in a busy, competitive, and high-pressure society. I don't have much time. I understand. And that's exactly why you need this rule more than ever. Changing 1% each day doesn't require you to quit your job or abandon your current life. You just need to start from where you are. If you're a student, instead of playing games for 2 hours each night, spend 15 minutes reading a chapter of a book, one that helps you understand yourself or the world around you better. If you're working, instead of scrolling social media during every break, spend 5 minutes rewriting your goals for the day. Or jot down something you learned from a meeting, a customer, or a mistake you just made. If you're an entrepreneur, each morning, start with a question. How can I make my product 1% better? My service 1% more convenient? My employees 1% happier? Thomas Edison once said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." Genius isn't about inspiration, it's about cumulative effort, bit by bit, day by day. Don't wait for inspiration. Start taking action, because only action can turn inspiration into reality. In the country you live and work in today, there are many examples of people who started from zero, but by improving every day, they've written their own life stories. A motorbike taxi driver who studied foreign languages each night, and a few years later became an international tour guide. A street vendor who learned to read, then write, then started an online business and became a shop owner. Did you know Steve Jobs once said, "You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards." You can't always see the meaning in each small action today, but one day, you'll look back and realize those very small steps, those percentages, brought you to a place you never dreamed of. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't think you're not good enough or don't have enough time. Start right now with the smallest thing you can do today. Write in a journal for 5 minutes. Exercise for 10 minutes. Read 3 pages. Drink enough water. Say thank you. Smile more. Each small action, if repeated, becomes a habit. A habit becomes a character, and character shapes your life. A friend once asked me, "I don't have any special talents. I'm just an ordinary person. Can the 1% rule really work for me?" I smiled and replied, "Not only can it, it must be applied, precisely because you're ordinary." Dear friend, success is not a destination reserved for the most talented. It's a reward for the most persistent. You don't need to start at the finish line. You just need to keep moving, steadily, each day. Have you ever heard the story of someone who created something extraordinary, not from fame or wealth, but through quiet persistence? They weren't a genius from the start. They were just someone who kept coding, creating, improving bit by bit. One day, that work changed their life and inspired others to believe that we too can create something remarkable, right from our own small corner of the world, if we don't give up. Albert Einstein once said, "Compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it." Apply this mindset to yourself. Each good action repeated compounds into gain, and each bad habit accumulates, like a debt you'll have to pay in the future. 1 cigarette a day won't kill you, but 365 might. On the other hand, 1 good action a day won't lead to instant success, but 365 good actions will leave you unrecognizable from the person you were a year ago. Now you might ask, where should I start? Start with these 3 words: small, consistent, persistent. 1. Choose 1 small thing. You don't need a grand plan. Just do 1 thing. Read 1 page, drink a glass of water in the morning, wake up 5 minutes earlier. 2. Do it consistently. Don't let emotions decide. Let discipline lead the way. Because inspiration won't show up daily, but habits can. 3. Track the change. Each week, each month, write down what you've changed. Feel the small joy of completion. That joy will fuel your journey forward. And don't go alone. Find a companion, someone who commits to change with you. Even a small group will do. When you have someone to remind and encourage you, you'll find one more reason not to give up. In companies and organizations where you live, you can also apply the 1% rule by improving a small process, listening more to your team, or developing a soft skill in your group. These small changes, accumulated over time, will build a strong culture of learning and growth. Finally, I want you to remember, change doesn't come from sudden breakthroughs. It comes from small, steady progress every day. And you, the one hearing these words, you can begin that journey today. You don't need bigger dreams. Take smaller actions, but more consistently. That's how you beat procrastination, break through limits, and build a life you're proud of. And if you're ready to start your journey of change, share this message with someone you believe also deserves a transformation. Keep moving forward because you deserve to live an extraordinary life. And every extraordinary journey always begins with one small but unwavering step.